All right, hello everybody, and welcome to this little presentation. I'm speaking on behalf of my wonderful team, Team Bamboo, the 4 to 99 feet exponential growth. Simply, it's coined from the Chinese bamboo that for the first 4 years grows to just 4 feet, but by the fifth year it goes as high as 99 feet. Now, what that means is, if you work with our team, you'd obviously have to work for at least 4 months into any of our network opportunities. And the next month after that, you will just be making good money passively. So that's part of the advantages of joining our team. So let's get straight to what we are here for: smart contract and the next generation crowdfunding. In the previous video, you would have seen the blockchain, because the smart contract is actually embedded in the blockchain via the courtesy of the Ethereum blockchain. Now, we are going to be looking at smart contract and the next generation crowdfunding. I'm going to explain separately what smart contract is, and I'm going to explain what the crowdfunding is. There's a little misunderstanding, in fact, not just a little misunderstanding, there's a whole lot of misunderstanding that people have when it comes to crowdfunding, and I hope to debunk that and show you why it is legal and why you should take advantage of it. So without much ado, let's get straight to work. Now, what is a smart contract? A smart contract is a computer protocol intended to electronically facilitate, verify, or enforce the negotiation of a performance of a contract. Now, in the general system, what we know about a contract is you get your lawyers. The lawyers are involved to enforce in case one of the parties decides to go against the contract. So you have a third party. But with the smart contract allows the performance of credible transaction without the third parties. So what it simply does is to act as the judge and as the lawyers, ensuring and enforcing that everybody keeps his own side of the transaction. Now, the beautiful thing about the smart contract is that the transactions are trackable and they are irreversible. So, a few things you need to know about the smart contract is: one, the option contract written as a code into a blockchain. That means the smart contract is embedded in a blockchain. And for now, we are going to be looking at the Ethereum blockchain. So the option contract written as a code into a blockchain. Now the contract now becomes part of the public blockchain, meaning that everybody can see it. So nobody can say, no, it cannot be changed, nothing. However, even if everybody can see the transactions, the parties involved in the contract are anonymous. I can see, yes, that someone made a transaction of $200 million, but I don't know who it is. But I can see that this transaction was made. So the parties involved in the contract are anonymous. Now, the fourth thing you need to understand is that the contract executes itself when the conditions are met. This is beautiful. You don't need a third party. The contract executes itself. Once all the conditions are met, the contract executes itself. Then the fifth thing is that regulators use the blockchain to keep an eye on contracts. So who are the regulators? Everybody that partakes of the blockchain. So you see that it's like everybody being the police of everybody. So this is the safest kind of contract you can go into with anybody, because it's electronic, it's not biased. It's not biased. You can't bribe it, because you can't make the judge, in quotes now, change his mind about, okay, this guy is not going to be paid again, maybe because he has been bribed or something. So the smart contracts allow the performance of credible transactions without third party, and the contract executes itself once all the conditions are met. It is irreversible and it is trackable. So let's go straight now. Having looked at smart contracts, let's look at a little about crowdfunding. Now, the project we are going to be looking at is based on the smart contract. And now this is the fastest, easiest, and risk-free way to earn 1,500 Ethereum every 100 days. Now, what is Ethereum? Ethereum is simply a cryptocurrency that is built on the blockchain. And that's why we call it the Ethereum blockchain. So basically, that's what we are going to be looking at. But how does this work? Now, this works with a term called crowdfunding. Now, what's crowdfunding? Crowdfunding, according to Wikipedia, is the practice of funding a project or venture by raising monetary contributions from a large number of people, typically via the internet. Now, a few years back, here in Africa, when a young man or when a young person does extremely well in their secondary education, before they go into the university, the community brings money together and sends that person into a university. And when the person or when the child has gone to the university and come back with a good degree, he is now going to replicate what was done to him, maybe look for someone, and like that, and that's how a community grows. Now, crowdfunding has been practiced for over 100 years. And I mean it, for over 100 years. Now, to make it even more interesting, crowdfunding was signed into law under the Job Act on April 5th, 2012 by President Barack Obama. So if you see Forbes magazine telling you that crowdfunding is the next big trend, then you know that it's actually not a joke. Over $300,000 have been, contributed in crowdfunding, and this is just a random figure. This is just a little figure, because it is way beyond that. So what we need to understand is that crowdfunding is legal. I mean, it is legal even in the United States. So we are not talking about an illegal business, we are talking about a legal business. So if it's as legal as you having a store and selling items, is as legal as having a bank, is as legal as doing any business. So you need to understand, a lot of people call it all manner of names, but people call it Ponzi, a lot of people, whatever name you decide to call it, you need to understand that that is not crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a legal business, and if all the big guys, especially Forbes magazine, is telling you it's the next big thing, trust me, if you're not on the train, you're going to miss out a whole lot. So let's go to what we have now. These are a few crowdfunding sites. Some people have taken part of this. Now, one of the most popular is the GoFundMe. A lot of people use it to raise funds, for disaster, for those that have cancer, those that are sick, and a whole lot of other things. But while you are trying to fund people that have needs, you also may be in need, or you also need to make some money. You also need a capital. You need capital to start your business. You need capital. You need money to take care of your family. You need money to take care of your well-being, your parents, and all of that. So yeah, there's also a need for you. Now, who is going to fund you? So you see the reason why there's a need for crowdfunding. A lot of people have money, and they're just willing to part with it to make someone else's life better. So crowdfunding has been it's more like community funding, and it's been on for ages. If you go to GoFundMe, you're still going to see a lot of other projects that people do with crowdfunding. So let's get to the business of the day. Now, what am I bringing to you is basically not, or what I am bringing to you right now is basically not a business opportunity or a network marketing company, as the case may be, because we are actually not looking at any product in quote. What we are doing is not a gifting. We are not selling anything. We are not doing a gift. What we are simply doing is building a peer-to-peer crowdfunding system where the giver becomes the receiver. It's as simple as that. You would have done your, LAPO, Adajo, or what do you call it? All these contribution schemes where you contribute, make some money like that. So this is basically how it works. I know a lot of people that do 3,000 naira every week, 3,000 naira every day in their contributions and all of that. Eventually, one of one of these days during the year, you're going to get paid. But in the meantime, other people are going to be taking advantage of the monies that you provide. That is the same thing we are calling the crowdfunding system. However, this is just done on the internet. Now, donations are paid instantly to a beneficiary. No middleman. 100% of the donations stay in the community. There is no admin fee. The system is a lifetime. It cannot be compromised or changed by anyone. Remember, I told you that's one of the advantages of having it on the blockchain. There are no admins, no admin whatsoever. The smart contract takes care of the admin. So long as the Ethereum blockchain is online, the system is going to be online, and that is going to be for a life. You know, it's just like saying the internet is going to go out someday. That's actually not possible. So, and if you call the blockchain the internet 2.0, it simply means that we are going to have this for a very, very long time. It cannot be compromised. It cannot be changed by anyone. So let's go straight. How does it work? First of all, there's absolutely no risk. Why did I say there's no risk? Because the smart contract is an open source, meaning that you can see the whole code. There's nothing hidden. There's no hidden charge, no hidden fee, no hidden anything. There's absolutely no risk. It's an open source smart contract that was uploaded on the blockchain, on the Ethereum blockchain. So you can check it out. You can check it out. For someone to have the audacity, to publish something on the blockchain, it means it has to be 100% transparent. Else, everybody's going to see it. That's why so you can see that it's an open source. Also, the payouts are instant. There's no cheating. The payouts are instant. Money is not stored in the system. There's no money stored in the system. All the monies, all the transactions from wallets to members' wallets, and the wallets are anonymous. So every transaction being done is instant. Nobody's controlling. It's all been worked out and it's transparent. Now, also, the system can never, never, never be hacked. It's not possible to change the algorithm because it has already been imputed on the blockchain. And it's impossible to delete a member's account because it's on the blockchain. Also, the system is able to work without a site. Why? Because it's on the blockchain. So why is the site needed? For convenience of display of statistics. It's just simple. So with or without the website, you will still be able to take advantage, you will still be able to make money. So it is impossible to get scammed. I mean, absolutely impossible. Now, another good thing, it's available to everyone. The entrance fee is around 0.03 Ethereum. As at when it started, it was about $5. So approximately, roughly about 3,000 Naira. Now, it's simple and fast marketing. Binary matrix, 5 lines, 2 partners in a team, enough to go through 2 cycles and earn you 1,500 Ethereum. It's a simple matrix, just you and 2 persons. That's all. And it's a passive income every 100 days. That means if you have done your work within the first 100 days, you're going to make good money. And you can be repeating that same amount every 100 days. Just imagine, with a simple repeat click button, you earn $300,000 every 3 months. That is amazing. Excuse me. Now, the smart contract is simple. It is easy to understand. Even those who have not encountered such products can understand the smart contract. The contract is long-term. Smart contract will exist as long as the blockchain exists and Ethereum. So, and even the creators of the smart contract are not able to delete or change its terms. I said that when we started talking about smart contract. Now, also, you have 24 hours, 7 days a week tech support. The active members will help you take simple steps to start earning regularly. And it's very easy to start. All you just need to do is get a step-by-step training like this one I'm giving to you. Cool promotional materials. You can use this material, talk to people about it. You don't really need to explain. Just show it to people, send the videos to them. And if they are convinced well enough, why not? We get on board. And there are chatbots on Telegram, plus VIP training courses for those that want to take it up as a business. We could do it one-on-one. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, everyone who have an honest income in an open and transparent system, keeping pace with advanced technology, should actually take part in this. Everyone can have it. Everybody can have it. I mean, the entry fee of 3,000 naira, I mean, it's very affordable. Very, very affordable. 3,000 naira, you will not spend that if you go for a sit out. You're going to spend way more than that. If you go for a swim, you're going to spend more than that. So I think it's what everyone can afford. All right. So what's the registration process like? About $6, about 3,000 naira. Because we are using Ethereum, the cost of getting Ethereum and all of that. So with 3,000 naira, you get started up and you work your way up. Now, 3,000 naira is a one-time out-of-pocket fee. One time out of pocket, you are not paying any other money from your pocket again. However, you are going to be taking advances into different levels, because the higher the level you are, the more people you can earn from. It's that simple. So when you come in on your first level, you're coming in on 0.03. Now, when you earn from your earnings, you move to your second level with 0.05. From your earnings, you move to the third level of 0.03. And from your earnings, you move to the fourth level of 0.4. Then from the earnings, you get into the fifth level of 1 Ethereum. Now, that is simply how it works. You are not supposed to bring in any monies again aside 3,000 naira. Aside 3,000 naira. That's how it works. So having said that, with 3,000 naira, you can get started. There's no long sponsored fees, no bonus for person. All those long stories that, you know, the problems you have generally in marketing, in marketing structures and binary systems, all of those have been taken care of. All you just need to do is take advantage of it, and as soon as you do that, you're going to make good money. So once you come in, what is required of you? Simple. Once you come in, talk to 2 people about it. Get 2 partners to work with you. That's all. Once you get 2 partners, they form your line 1. Now, those 2 partners are going to pay you the same amount you came in with, the 3,000 naira. And from there, that means you're having 6,000. From there, you're going to move to the next level, take a good portion out of it, move to your second level. Then from what your second level is going to pay you to, you take a part of it, move to the third level. From what your third level is going to pay you, you take a part of it, move to the fourth level. From what your fourth level is going to pay you, you take a part of it and move to the fifth level. Now, once you've gotten to the fifth level, it will take you 62 persons to get to the fifth level. And once you've gotten to this level, boy, you are ready to rumble, because you're going to be on a very, very fast pedestal. So all you just need to do is to work this out and get your 62 persons in 100 days. But it's very simple. Start with 2 persons and let them do the same thing. Now, after which you get to the second loop, where your first line becomes your 6th line. They pay you again. The 7th line, they pay you again. The second line pays you again, they become your 7th line. The third line pays you again, becoming your 8th line, like that. And it just keeps getting better. And the good news is this happens within 3 months. 3 months. Now, what's the marketing plan? It's very simple. Everything that you did not like in binary is absent in me. Now, this is Million Money talking. There are no long sponsorship legs, no bonuses for personally invited. It just keeps getting better and better. And, you know, there's also advantage or opportunities of taking or of benefiting from what your sponsors are doing. However, I don't teach that. There's going to be spillover, you can't doubt that. But I always teach that you work for it. That's why we talk about the bamboo team. You work for the first 4 months of this business, and I can guarantee you, you're going to be taking good returns subsequently after that. So that's basically the idea. Build 62 persons in your team, or 5 lines. 5 lines buys you 2 levels in 2 cycles, buys you levels in 2 cycles. And this is well enough to earn you 1,500 Ethereum every 100 days. Now, how does this work? Simple. When you come in, you bring in your first 2 partners. They sign up with you. They bring in their next 2. Like that. Once you can build this to your 5th level, this is the amount you're going to be using to go. If you see the level price for 100 days, this is the amount that you'll be expected to use to move to the levels. But however, you're going to be making more. Now, let me quickly share a rapid growth system to you. Now, I call it the rapid growth system because all what we are talking about here is growth, growing your income, growing your finances, growing your team. Now, the rapid growth system is that you're not just coming in with 3,000 naira. Please pay attention to this. You're not just coming with 3,000 naira. If you want to take this as a business, you can come in with a tri-pack or a 7-pack. Now, what that means is that you are going to fast forward your growth. What it means, if normally you would have come in and you would have gone to talk to 2 persons, but if you know you have the ability to talk to a whole lot of more other people, if you know you have a good network, don't come in on the 1-pack system. Don't just come in and sign yourself up and you talk to 2 persons. Come in with a tri-pack. Sign yourself up. When you sign yourself up, just a minute. No. All right. So when you sign yourself up here, if you're coming with a tri-pack, I call it the rapid growth. If you sign yourself up, you sign 1 person, sign another. You create 3 accounts immediately. This will cost you like 9,000 naira. However, you need to understand that once you do this, you would have doubled your work. That means you would need to get 4 persons to join your team. If you sign up alone, you would need to get 2 persons. But if you create a tri-pack, I call it a tri-pack, then you need to sign up 4 persons to continue building your system. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you're coming in with 21,000. That is 7-pack. Now, what you need to do is to create a 7, first, second, and you sign up, create your first level and your second level. Now, what that means is that what you'll be looking for is 8 partners. So you need to understand this. That's why I call it the rapid growth. Initially, if you come in, all you are required to do is get 2 persons. Beautiful. It's simple. You talk to any 2 persons about it, and they come in on board with you. But if you feel, man, I want to take this business serious, you can come in as a tri-pack. 9,000 naira. You get signed up. 3 accounts. Now, what you just need to do is to get 4 more partners, 4 partners that can work with you, that you just assign under this. But if you say, okay, this is a monster mode, I want to take this very serious, look at what you could possibly use the money for. Come in with a 7-pack. This is just 21,000 naira. I mean 21K. For 21,000 naira on a good weekend, you will spend it. So take advantage of this business. Take advantage of it. When you come in with 21,000 naira, imagine if you come in with a 7-pack and you can get all your 8 members to come in, all your 8 partners to do the same. Man, that means at one swoop, you can get your 62 accounts or your 62 persons at one swoop. And this can be achieved in a day. I've seen a whole lot of exponential growth on this system. So take it as a business and it's going to pay you. Now, however, please, if you're not going to be willing to work, you could just, eat your 3,000 naira, take yourself to a spa, give yourself a treat, get some ice cream, do whatever you wish to do with your 3,000 naira. If you're not ready to work, why not enjoy your money? But if you want to take this as a business, then you must be ready to work. If you want to start any business in Nigeria presently, or anywhere or any part of the world, you would obviously need to spend well over $1,000 to get started. And we're not going to be talking about profit in the next 6 months, because you still have to pay for your shop rent, you still have to get your goods, you still have to market, so before you even cover your capital, before we start talking of profit, you know what that's going to be. But if you're going to start a business with less than $10, about 3,000 naira, you should be able to put in all your efforts, and it has a potential of making you really, really, really good money. Now, before I finally, now let me show you the potential earnings. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain, so you see the possibilities and the potentials in this. With just a one-time fee of 3,000 naira, you could make well over 118 million naira if you work it. And this happens every 100 days. Every 100 days. Now, let me explain this. Once you come in and you get your level 1, your first level filled with 2 partners, you get paid 0.06 Ethereum. Now, from this 0.06 Ethereum, you'll be required to upgrade to the next level. Now, when you've done your upgrade, you'll be left with 800 naira profit. So out of your 3,000, you already have 800 naira profit. Now, for the second level, once your second level pays you 0.2, from the 0.2, you'll be required to make a transfer to get to the next level of 0.1, which will leave in your balance 8,000 naira. At this point, you've already made 3 times your capital. At this point, you can choose to take out your capital. Now, let me also tell you, at any point in time, you can take out your money. Even if the first 2 persons pays you and you say, okay, I'm not doing this again, I've gotten my capital amount, you can take out your money at any point. So don't ever feel that it's going to be created in your Ethereum wallet. You have the wallet. So at any point in time, there is no, you mustn't get to any certain stage before you can receive money. There is no, the site is not going before you can withdraw money. It has nothing to do with site. So long as you have a phone and you have an internet, if you're registered, you can take your money any time. Now, this is the profit you're going to be accruing at every stage. So I don't know how it sounds to you, but look at it. So imagine that you're making this money. Just imagine that you're making this money. What do you think you can do with this money? If you can get your 64 persons, 62 persons rather, that means you can earn well over 2.5 million from 3,000 naira seed capital. All you need to do is to talk to 2 persons. That's all. Or better still, you come in with a tri-pack or a 7-pack account and talk to 4 persons or get 8 partners. Now, as a matter of business mindset, I do it. I make it as a point of duty to recruit at least 7 persons every day. At least 7 persons every day. You shouldn't be ashamed of talking about your business. You shouldn't be ashamed of talking about your business. Tell everybody about your business. Let everyone that is interested get on board. Tell everybody. There's no way you're going to tell me. I hear a lot of people saying, I like the business. I would love to do it, but I have a problem. I don't know people. For God's sake, I don't understand how you say you don't know people. You probably live in a flat, and in your flat, you have neighbors. You live in a compound that has a good number of flats. You have neighbors. So of course you know people. Now, let's say you don't have neighbors. Let's say you somehow live in the desert. But you either go to a church or a mosque or a bar, whichever one you choose to go to. But you will meet a whole lot of people in your religious place of worship. And there are people that have 3,000 naira that are willing to make money out of it. There is hunger in the country presently. Everybody's looking for an opportunity that they can work with to make ends meet, to make some extra source of income. So I feel if you know a business like this and you don't tell people about it, it's not really about you not knowing people. It's more of you not seeing it as a point of duty to help the next person. You go to make your hair, you have your hairstylist, 3,000 naira, they can always come up with it. You go to cut your hair, you have your barbers, 3,000 naira, they can always come up with it. You go to work. If you're a student, you have classmates, you have lecturers. If you go to work, you have bosses, you have colleagues, you have junior staffs. There's a whole array of places. If you check your mobile phone, you have well over 2,000. Okay, let me say well over 500 to 2,000 contacts. There is no way you can't find two people that have 3,000 naira. There's no way. So that should not be an excuse. That should not be an excuse. You may probably be shy, or maybe you've not attempted it before, so you're a little scared. But why not? The best way to overcome fear of jumping out of a plane is to jump out of the plane. There's no book that can help you overcome the fear. All you just need to do is jump out. If you go skydiving, there's no book you're going to read that's going to help you overcome fear when skydiving. The only way to overcome it is to jump out of the plane. So if you're scared of talking to people about the business, man, I think you really need to go all in on this. Taking a look at the fact that, yeah, 3,000 naira, well, if it goes, it goes, but nobody is planning on making it go. Because the truth of the matter is, when you come on board, irrespective of what you do, the system is going to grow. So what I expect you to do is to take advantage of the system and see how you can make so much money out of it. And I'm very certain you are going to be very grateful you took hold of this opportunity. Just imagine what you could do with any of these monies. And imagine that you can start your journey of this from 3,000 naira. So that's all about the presentation. The goal here is to make you rich, to make you very kind, and to make you happy. By rich, I mean put a lot of money in your pocket. By being kind, I mean telling a lot of people about it. And by being happy, I mean spending the good monies that you've made. Once again, this is Tim Bamboo. I'm Crypto Silas Umekwe, and coming in from Tim Bamboo. Thank you very much. Please, to get registered, you can contact us on Team Bamboo. To join our team, you can contact us on Team Bamboo. Else, if you're not part of this team or someone just referred this video to you, why not? Please go back to the person that referred you to watch this video and get signed up immediately. Thank you very much. There's a lot of room at the top. I hope to see you there. Thank you, guys.